Ooh, yeah. MeTV 24 Meridian proudly presents your favorite way to start the day. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace. And I can't seem to hit the right button this morning, can I? It's been all over the place.
Okay. It's okay.
Good morning from Scotty Ray and Candace as we begin our Tuesday.
Yes.
So we hope you're doing well as you get going. Still foggy outside?
Yeah, still a little bit foggy. It is. Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a special guest joining us in a moment, and I almost think I hear somebody coming down the hallway. So
Okay.
we'll have a guest joining us in a few moments as we begin this. So today is the big day.
It is.
There's going to be a lot going on in Meridian as the city council is going to reconvene this afternoon. Mm-hmm. And as we look at this, this is what's happening. Chief Reed, will he be reinstated? We don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's mine. I don't know. I know there's a lot of support out there. I haven't looked at the numbers on the petition this morning, but I'll glance at it in just a minute. But yeah, as of yesterday, it was over 3,000 people had signed the petition. And the petition is mainly just to support.
Right.
Show the support of the people who are behind him, because, he was doing a great job in Meridian. And not just him, the whole police department as a whole, I think, we're working together from what I understand. Now, I'm not in there every day, so don't, fact check me on everything. But it just seems like that he was helping make a difference in the town. And he had the backing of so many people and all around the community. So, we just hope that...
Again, this will begin at 5:30 this afternoon. Everybody's asking for peaceful to show up, not wanting any trouble, and so just you need to step away. Yeah, we got a chair over here somebody can sit in out front there, and then somebody can sit here. But show up for this. Now, there's other talk as we get into what is going on, and it was brought up about what's going on out at Northeast Park. Where Chief Reed had done so many things for people to where it was nice and quiet once again. And since he's left office, that there's been some type of issue every night going on out there, from shots in the air to people drinking, and to where we didn't have those problems when Chief Reed was in office. So that's one of the things. This is going to happen tonight at 5:30. So make sure that if you can attend outside, show support. There's going to be people that disagree with Chief Reed. So they will be there as well. So that's one of the things we're anticipating there. So make sure to enjoy that and go out and let your support be known, whichever side of the fence that is on. And that's happening tonight. As we begin everything, as we start into today, let's talk a little bit about weather. Come on in. As we look at weather today, it's going to be wet. As usual, we've got an 80% chance of rain once again. As we look at our 7-day forecast, this is what we're looking at here. 80% today, 80 tomorrow. As we go on into the weekend, we're looking at, 40% chance of showers there. So it's not over yet. The wet stuff, it just seems to keep coming. Now, yesterday, we had some horrific showers yesterday afternoon that come through in the morning time, and just a mess is what we had. There's no other way to describe that. So that's happening. Also, I wanted to bring this up. This is pretty important that's going to go on tonight. It's great for kids, and let me find my slide on this, as I say slide. Northcrest Baptist Church is everything that's going on with Love Out Loud this week. They've got this lined up for children this week. The Touch a Truck. This will begin in the old parking lot down at the bowling alley there next to Northcrest, and you can come in and bring your kids and be able to touch the trucks, all the fire trucks, ambulances, and all of that.
Yes. Now, I don't understand exactly what they're doing. They have to hold their hand on there for a certain amount of time, or they just all get to go through and touch all of them.
You can just touch it.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like a little contest.
No, you just go through and you can actually. Okay. Because, a lot of people have never seen a police car up close. A child hadn't, and a fire truck. And there's a lot of adults who hadn't either.
Yeah.
So that's one of the neat things that you got to do.
Mm-hmm. I know my son would love that.
That's coming up tonight. So if you can make it out for that.
Let's hope the rain holds off for that.
We would like for it too.
Yeah.
As we get this forecast, we just can't get away from the wet stuff.
Just bring an umbrella.
That's what you're going to
You
have to
still
do.
touch the vehicles, just bring it up.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. It is Tuesday. This is the last day that you'll be here. You're leaving for your vacation to go see your son.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a vacation, I guess. I don't know. But my son graduates on Thursday from basic training out in Texas for the, he'll be in the Air National Guard, but it's the Air Force basic training. I'm very proud of him, and we're going to go and, just be gone for several days. But anyway, I won't be here after today for the rest of this week. So.
Mr. Britt Gully will be in the morning to fill in, and Chief Reed is supposed to be joining us this week also. So we got a lot of surprises coming up. So I hope you'll be watching that, and you've got to send pictures so we'll know exactly what's going on.
I will. I'll send pictures.
You already booked your room, or are you one of those where you wait till the last minute?
Yeah, we booked the room, Scotty Ray, and you know how I am about staying in hotels. I think I've already. I don't like doing that, but.
It's just a part. It never bothered me.
It doesn't bother a lot of people, but it just like I have OCD about a lot of things, and I don't know. I just always am panicking when I have to stay in a hotel. That's crazy. I know that's just me. But sorry.
It'll be okay.
Yes, it will.
Yesterday in national headlines, and I am so shocked that somebody did not die in this, but in Plano, Texas, which is just due north of Dallas, a home blew up. There was somebody in it. It exploded, and absolutely nothing left of it. And here's a picture of that home from yesterday. Look at that. Gone. Done damage to the homes beside it, too. 5 people are injured in a home next to it, but no one was hurt. So that is thankful.
Yes.
It's shocking there that that could happen. And they're assuming that it was a gas fire. Something happened with that. So that's coming up.
Okay.
All right. Let's see some other things that are happening today as we plan this out. This is Tuesday as we head toward, let's see what we got coming up. It seems like there's something big this weekend.
This weekend?
I thought so. But I'm sort. Oh, one of the big news stories yesterday that broke, and let me see if I can find this. This is just one of those instances of I think they were really trying to. I really think the national media was trying to make fun of her. Is what this really amounted to. There was a huge story that was carried nationally about Catherine Bach, who was Daisy Duke. And all the story is her walking her dogs down the street. And what they do is they show a picture of her from the 80s when she was in the Dukes of Hazzard and what she looks like now. And for no reason, there's a story on it. They're just trying to show that she's put on weight.
Well, who hasn't put on weight and changed throughout the years? I mean, everybody's going to, age, and you're going to put weight on, and,
They're mean. I don't know any other way to word this.
Well, that gets them, ratings, I guess, or whatever you want to call it.
And as you go to and if you haven't looked at my Facebook page, this is one of the things that is on there that you can take a look at. There's the story there. Dukes of Hazzard star enjoys a stroll with her puppies. They were just being cruel and mean on that is all that really amounted to.
Yeah. There's a lot of that going on nowadays, though,
I met her, I guess it was about 12 years ago. She's a sweetheart to this day. That whole cast were good people.
Yeah.
They couldn't have got a better group of people together that done the show. I don't think Tom Wopat's in any more trouble right now. I think he's cleared of everything.
You think? Okay.
Bo has finally got his life back together. Of course, John Snyder, and if you keep up with him, Louisiana has become his home after his wife, or ex-wife, I might say, cleaned him out and he had nothing left.
Oh, goodness.
And did you see the news stories about all that?
No, I didn't.
I mean, she left with just about every dollar he had. And a friend said, "You're John Snyder, get it together." And that's when he started selling memorabilia with his autographs.
Yeah.
And he's built almost a dynasty there in Louisiana, Holden, Louisiana, to where they have Duke Fest every year now.
So that's where he's living now?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has his studios there, and he's taking his show on the road now. So I'm proud of him.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
And he is what you call the good old boy type there. I like that. Also, I wanted to bring this up. This is a rash of things have been happening. Clark County hot topics. Over yesterday, some vehicles were stolen in Clark County. As we pull this up, this is one of them. If you've seen this truck, it was stolen from a car lot there in Quitman. Let me close that where you can see that. That's a different view of that. That truck was stolen. Let me slide down here, and there's another one that was taken there. that they also list here. Here it is. This truck was also stolen here from JC's Auto there in Quitman. 2 vehicles.
Okay.
You don't hear a lot of that happening in our neck of the woods, but Clark County Hot Topics has got that subject for you this morning. So be on the lookout for those two. You'd be amazed what you can notice if you just kind of look around you.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one of the things that's happening in Clark County. That's okay. It all happens. We all get a call from time to time.
I had a sinus infection for 3 weeks. I'm taking antibiotics. I'm like, it's just stuck with me. I just know it is.
Just you can't shake it some days. As we turn to talk about our friend out in Center Hill, we're talking Chet's Paint and Body Shop. And if you want your car done right, Chet is one of the guys that you go to. It's located on Highway 495, right there in the curve. You can't miss it. As you go in, Chet will take care of you and anything else you might be needing. And for whatever reason, that's not working today. I normally check that, didn't have time to this morning. But Chet will take care of you on anything that you need when it comes to taking care of your paint and body work. They can fix just about anything. One of the things that you have nowadays is the aluminum bed on Ford trucks. They can fix that. It's one of those situations to where if you want it done right, you talk to Chet. They'll have it looking just like it did. Satisfaction guarantee. They'll process all of the insurance work for you. It's easy to do. Drop in 737-2961. Again, let Chet, if you want your car put back the way it was, and a lot of people just don't know because you don't have dents and accidents that often.
Right.
And you go, well, who do I use? Where do I go? Well, Chet is that guy that you call at the top of your list when it comes to taking care of your car. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop. You'll find him in Center Hill on Highway 495. See him today.
These days, everyone calls me Grandpa, even my son. I couldn't imagine missing out on watching these kids grow up. It's the greatest joy in my life. It was a Saturday after my granddaughter's 4th birthday party when a semi-truck hit me. I had to survive. I promised the little girl I was going to read her a story the next time I saw her. My son called Richard Schwartz. He helped me every step of the way and got me the money we deserve.
Remember, I'm your Mississippi attorney, Richard Schwartz. I'm here for you. One call, that's all.
And welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace. Candace stepped out for just a second. She'll be back. And as everything in communities, we have, of course, Brookdale. I've been speaking with y'all for quite some time. And joining us this morning, let me cut cameras here. Ginger, how are you this morning? Are you doing okay?
I am great. Very blessed. How are you today?
Great. Glad to have you. Now, tell us, y'all got an event coming up this weekend. Well, Thursday, actually, is it not?
We do. And this is Miss Laura Sykes with me. She's
How
one
are
of
you?
our spokespersons and one of our residents at Brookdale. She's going to share with you what we have coming up on Thursday night.
What you got shaking?
Oh, we're going to have family night carnival.
Family Night Carnival.
Yes,
Okay.
and this is just inviting the families to come out and see what actually goes on at Brookdale.
Right.
Okay.
Family living. I live in the family living center.
Uh-huh.
I have a 2-bedroom apartment, which I really enjoy. And first, I guess I should tell you how I got to Brookdale. I've been there a year in June.
Right.
Well, my grandson lived with me, and
He snored too much and you thought, I can't put up with this anymore.
he got his master's. He left me and went to California to work with Amazon.
Right.
So I saw that I was going to be left alone. I said no.
Yeah.
I had to find somewhere to stay because I didn't want to stay by myself.
Right.
And I didn't want to go and live with my children. So I chose Brookdale. And Ginger came and got me and showed me around. And I've been there a whole year, and I'm excited to be there.
Did you make a whole lot of friends once you got there?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I have made all friends.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's like I'm never alone. There's all kind of activities going on. 3 meals a day. Come in and clean I could just go on and on.
Well, that sounds wonderful.
We have a
That sounds-
wonderful time. It's a family atmosphere. I lost my grandparents years ago, and through my job, I'm blessed. My job is a ministry to me. It's not just a job, but I get to touch the lives of seniors in our community that are lonely, have no one, or you know, they're bored. They're looking for something to do and fellowship. So I get that chance to meet with the families and bring new people to our community to enhance their senior living years. And it's just the quality of life is so important to our seniors.
Right.
After my grandfather passed away, my grandmother lived alone for several years. And I wish she'd have had something like that, because I think that it would have been, you know, something for her to do every day. She'd have
Right.
made a lot more, like, just like, you know, you were talking about, made more friends. And,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, we would go by and check on her and, you know, but with everybody working and stuff, you can't be there all day, every day. And I just think it's a wonderful thing that we have something
It
like that
is.
here in Meridian.
My children come by and visit me. They live out of town.
Uh-huh.
And my son is home now. Or I call it home.
Yeah.
He's at home now, ready to take me to the pain clinic.
Okay.
And that's another thing, you know, the apartments are the residents. Family members can come and stay with them. COVID threw some kinks and everything for the
Oh,
last year, but we are so blessed. We did not have one case of COVID in our assisted living.
Oh, that is
residence.
big.
That is great.
During the whole pandemic, we are 99% vaccinated. Had a couple of residents that couldn't take the vaccine due to health issues. We still practice social distancing in the community and encourage residents that are vaccinated to wear a mask. If they're not vaccinated, they have to wear a mask. And of course, visitors have to check their temp, wear a mask, and social distance. But this activity on Thursday night is going to actually be outside in the parking lot to ensure safety for visitors as well as our residents. Visitors will wear a mask. Our residents are encouraged to wear a mask, but it's their home.
Right.
So
So
we're
it's their
gonna have-
choice, really,
yeah.
if they want to, but okay.
It's their choice. And the Neshoba County Fair starts Friday. I'm from
Yeah.
Neshoba County. So this carnival is considered our residents' fair night. So there'll be fair food, funnel cakes, corn dogs, Polish sausage, cotton
Oh, that'll be
candy,
fun.
a Dunkin'
That'll be real fun.
booth. And we encourage the public to come out and support our seniors in our community, but enjoy a day in the life of Brookdale. It starts
Okay.
at 4:30
Right.
to 6:30. Call 601-483-4566 to RSVP. I would love to share our community with anybody in the public, and we are also a VA recognized community in Meridian. So for veterans and spouses of veterans in our area that qualify, the VA will pay up to $1,800 a month toward their rent in our community.
Okay.
And if you're wondering where Brookdale is, it's easy to find Northwest Baptist Church, and it's directly in front of you. You can't miss it. Always sweet folks there. I think years ago, we went and done some bingo there years ago.
Yes,
It's
we
right
would
on the
love to have
corner,
y'all
too.
back for bingo. That would be awesome.
This is-
It's on the corner of North Hill Street, right?
It is
Across.
on the corner of North Hills and 35th.
Okay.
Oh, we love to play bingo.
Oh, are you good
I
at
love
it?
to play bingo.
Come play with us Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2:00.
And we
Okay.
get gifts.
Yes.
Nothing
Okay.
like it. Well, thank y'all for dropping by and spending a few moments with us this morning. Again, this is going to be Thursday. Again, the times.
4:30 to 6:30, and the number to call is 601-483-4566.
Let me ask a question though. Like if somebody does, like if they have a family member that they might want to consider, or that the family member might be considering something like this, can they come and do a walkthrough, or would that be like another day to do
Absolutely.
that? Okay.
I'm in the building most of the time. I'm out sometimes. I do home visits if the person can't get to Brookdale.
Okay.
The bus can come pick someone up to bring them to the community. Just call and I'll be glad to work out a plan to show them our community.
Okay. All right.
I
That's a
have
good
one more
thing.
thing I would like to say.
Okay.
On Tuesdays is that day that we go out and eat at different places. Each Tuesday. And then one Tuesday out of the month, the bus goes to the casino.
Oh, I bet that's fun too.
Yeah, we have happy hour on Fridays at 3:00. Can have wine or a mixed drink if you want.
Okay.
If not, we have lemonade and refreshments for residents that do not want
So
alcohol.
there's very little, nothing to do.
Right.
Okay.
We have a big screen TV. We all sit and watch movies and just have a good time.
That sounds fun. I mean, it really does sound fun. It sounds like they're all
I
having a good time.
encourage you, if you don't want to go, and spend time uproot your family, come to Brookdale.
Okay.
Well, again, thank y'all for coming by, and we'll
Yes,
see
we
y'all on
enjoy having
Thursday.
you.
We'll talk about this tomorrow. Remind folks this is going to be going on also.
Yes.
Oh, excited. And,
Yes.
safe travels for
Oh,
you.
thank
and
you.
congratulations to your son. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
guys for having us
Thank
this
you.
morning.
We
Thank y'all
appreciate
for
you.
being here. Yes. It's nice.
Again, Brookdale, and we do appreciate them for coming in. Ginger, thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. As we begin this Tuesday, it is a wonderful day, 8:23 as we travel through this. And again, let's go back and take a look at rain chances today. I hadn't dove deep enough into that this morning. Most of the rain is lined to the south of Meridian. Is where we've got that this morning. As we pull up radar to take a look here, here's what we've got here with this. As we go down through here, we've got plenty of rain showers to the south of us around Hattiesburg, cutting through these areas here, moving off to the east there. So hopefully we won't get what we had yesterday. It was wet for sure, but hopefully the bad stuff will travel on. So that's what we've got there. Welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace as we move through this Tuesday, and always good to have guests with us, isn't it?
It is. It's great. And they were wonderful. Did a
Yeah.
great job.
Getting her sweater there.
Yeah, I didn't want her to forget her scarf. That's a pretty scarf.
Got to have those. We need to say a few good mornings there. Some folks watching today. And
Yes. Denise Burnside, good morning to you. And Miss Linda Culpepper, she says good morning from North Alabama. And she wants everybody to stay safe and have a blessed day.
From DeKalb, Bill Reinhardt joined us. Dylan White joining us from Keyfield.
Hey, Dylan. That's Sandy's son.
Oh, is that who that is?
It is. Sandy White.
Welcome there. Charlene Gaddy is joining us along with Joyce Godwin.
Good morning. And Terry Carter, good morning to you. Let's see. Bill Reinhardt says he's hoping for a good turnout in support of Chris and his department. Angela Dunnigan, good morning. And Stephen Wanda McKenna, good morning to y'all.
Charlotte Gray joins us. Also, Charlie Wiggins is there along with Linda Culpepper. Turnout for Chris, she said. A great turnout is what she's looking for.
Yes. Tammy Fleming says good morning, blessings. And she has a miracle this morning. She's got sunshine. I didn't see much sunshine on the way over here, though. Miss
Kind of cloudy there.
Yeah. Good morning to Miss Judy Ann Cook.
Yeah, and they said they hope you drive.
Oh, Tammy Fleming says, hopefully Candace is not driving to Texas. Look, she said, because the traffic is horrible with road work. I'm glad you told me that because we might need to leave a bit earlier than what we had planned.
Depending on what route you're going, I assume that you're going to go through Houston, cut through 10, and when you get to Beaumont, Texas, expect traffic delays from there on.
Yeah.
That part of the world is awful for that, notorious for that.
Do you know where the road work is, Tammy? If you'll drop us a little thing in that, if you know. Teresa Miner, good morning to you. And LaWanda Grantham says also to have a safe trip. And she says, congratulations to my son. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, Linda Culpepper joining us this morning. I want you to have a safe trip there. Harvey Cleveland is watching along with Miss Mary Chisholm.
Good morning. Pat Noss, good morning to you. And Ray Strebick, good morning.
Also, Miss Lillian Glenn watching from Meridian today, Tomb Suba Baptist Church on Wednesday. And I'm assuming maybe, well, I don't really know what that is. Alan Nicholson just put Tomb Suba Baptist Church, July 28th through Sunday, August the 1st, 6 to 8 p.m. Maybe that's like a...
Could it be a Bible school?
maybe so.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is below there.
Okay.
Vacation Bible School.
Okay. Yes. Let's see.
Good morning from Battlefield, and also Miss Cleos Vaughn watching today.
Betsy Holly, good morning to you. And Connie Duke says good morning. She's got a little sunshine little emoji out there.
All the way from Dalewood, Pat Harris joins us also. Thank you for joining us. And before long, we're going to make some additions to where we're better accommodated for more than one people.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I have to just kind of move out of the way.
No, that's
have
fine.
a cough every now and then. I don't know. This stuff is just hanging on with me.
It'll get better eventually there.
I hate that I'm on air and I'm coughing, but you know.
You can't change that. Because it'll happen to me one day too.
I just don't know. I mean, I've been through a whole round of antibiotics. I've been through 3 bottles of Mucinex.
Have you gotten a steroid shot yet? That seems to
Yes,
cure everything.
I got a steroid shot. I don't know what in the world. This mess is like hanging on. I don't know if I've developed asthma And maybe that's what, because when I use an inhaler, it seems like it makes it better. And
Oh,
it
does
does. Yeah. And that does run in my family. My daddy had it. My mother has it. I mean, you know, I don't know.
Well,
It'd be a
good
late
luck
in
with that.
life development.
Yeah. As
Anyway.
we turn to a few things that went on this day. We go back to who's having a birthday today. And I bet you remember this girl. Most people do. And I have yet to really figure out what went on. It's still a
With
big
her death?
mystery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Natalie Wood. It's her birthday.
You know, I thought that not long ago somebody had revisited that whole
They have.
scenario, trying to figure it out, you know, saying that possibly maybe he had something to do
Her
with it now.
sister thoroughly believes. And, you know, this was on a yacht. Even, you remember the guy, Christopher Walken? He was on that boat the night that she died. Did Robert Wagner have something to do with it? He's never been charged.
Because wasn't there some kind of a comment made that they had a altercation?
Yeah.
They were fussing.
And then
so,
she
yeah.
ends up. But she was a beautiful lady, and of course she was in that Rebel Without a Cause with what's his face? You know, the boy that got killed. It was so Dean.
Oh, James Dean.
James Dean, that everybody thought so much of. Yeah. I thought we would mention this guy, and I used this particular picture on him because if this doesn't say 1980, nothing else does in this world. T.G. Shepherd celebrates a birthday today. And of course, you remember TG from Do You Want to Go to Heaven and all those songs.
Yeah.
But does that not say 80s?
Yeah, it does.
And really, was that ever popular with the open shirt, or did
I don't know. I was just
photographers?
fixing to say, it just looks, I mean, of course, I was young back then, and I mean,
But I would think no matter
thinking
what year it
somebody
is,
was handsome was not probably my thing.
do you want to see that today with the open shirt and the gold chain?
No, I don't. It doesn't look good to me.
I mean, do you ever ask Kurt to do that while y'all having dinner?
I don't.
Kurt, open shirt.
No, I don't.
But that was huge during the late 70s, 80s of doing that thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think that, button it up a little bit. Do us all a favor.
And of course, one of his big ones there, I loved them every one.
Yeah.
Big, little, short, or tall, I loved them all.
Is he still alive?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's still out there.
I have to ask. I mean, I don't know. And, people will pass away and you never hear anything about it nowadays.
I know.
It's just really weird. You have to kind of check into it and see.
Like Dan Seals, when he passed away, that was really, it was not a big deal made about it.
Yeah.
It was really quite. A producer that I knew in Nashville who handled all of Aaron Tippin's music, Tracy Lawrence, gone, and I didn't know it.
Yeah.
And, I felt kind of bad after calling his number to talk to him, and
He wasn't there.
yeah, and somebody else answers and tells you, and you feel horrible at that moment that you didn't know.
Yeah.
But also, and I didn't realize until I got to digging in on this, because she was a big pop act, that she really and truly in the beginning had a country beginning. Do you remember Kim Carnes, Betty Davis Eyes?
Yeah.
She was hired by Kenny Rogers to do some writing with him. And then they came out with that duet, Don't Fall in Love with a Dreamer.
Oh, yeah.
Went number 4. They were nominated for a Grammy together, and that's kind of how she got her start.
Okay.
So there you go. Let's see other things that are going on today. And I brought this up because I almost forgot this TV show. Y'all dig back in your memory. Tom Hanks. Y'all remember him?
Oh, I used to watch this.
The show was called
Bosom Buddies.
Bosom Buddies. And correct me if I'm wrong, they had to pretend that they were women to have an apartment to live in?
Yes. Yes. They couldn't be two men living in an apartment. It had to be, I guess men weren't allowed maybe there. Or something. I don't know.
It's been
I don't
so
know.
long.
I can't remember, but yeah, they dressed like women. And it was the funniest thing.
But this girl was on the show, Donna Dixon, and I kept thinking, I know her. And she is married to Dan Aykroyd, is who she's married to, but she was one of the stars on the show.
Yeah.
But boy, that's been forever ago. And I can't, this little guy here, Peter, he's been in other movies, but I couldn't tell you what at this point. So Bosom Buddies, if that's not a trip down memory lane, I don't know what is. So there you go. Also on this date, this is one of the guys, I really liked them back in the early 90s there. Radney Foster was born on this day. He has a birthday. And if y'all remember, their first song was Just Like Texas in 1880. Nobody Wins, Just Call Me Lonesome. He's got a birthday today. Great singer.
Okay.
He had the personality, and Bill Lloyd was like talking to a 2x4. How you doing today, Bill? Fine. and that's the way he's
There's
interviewed.
a lot of people like that. I don't understand.
As great as Mark Colley was, a great singer and songwriter, when it came to interviews, when he'd get up on stage,
Yeah.
hi, he'd play another song. Hi there again. He just didn't connect
And
with
you
the
wonder
audience.
if maybe if that's just like a stage thing, or people who get in front of other people, maybe are they like that? Are they like that all the time?
Yeah.
I can't imagine people who are like that all the time meeting somebody and get married and like, I don't know. You wonder, like, how did you
Meet
coerce
anybody,
anybody to even like
if you want to say hello.
carry on a conversation? Are you like a comedian behind closed doors?
Maybe
Or,
so.
I don't know.
Angela Dunnigan best describes the creepy shirt thing of back in the 80s there with the hairy chest and gold showing as sleazy, creepy.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of people that agree with her. So there you go.
Goodness.
You're getting comments of you need some pure raw honey down that throat.
I'm gonna tell you what, I'm just about to die over here, I think. I don't know. I really feel, I mean, like I might have to take another run for it.
Well, if you do, just go right ahead. We'll understand that.
Very sorry. I hate that this isn't live and I'm doing this. But
It's better to be live and doing it and not alternative.
yeah. I might be going back to the doctor today. I don't
Get
wanna
you
be
another
stuck on
shot.
I don't want to be stuck on a trip hacking the whole time.
Now, this was long before my time, and the only real reason I know who they are was I was a kid and watched kind of like their life story. Who remembers the group Jan and Dean? Anybody remember them?
I don't. I've never even heard of them. I don't know.
One of them was involved in a car wreck, hurt real bad. Surf City back in '63 went #1 on the state for them. They had a bunch of other hits, but there's folks that remember them. They were kind of like the spinoff to the Beach Boys.
She kind of looks like Adele.
Does
You
she?
know who Adele is?
I've heard the name, but I don't.
She's a singer. She kind of favors her a little bit.
I don't know that I could identify her in a lineup.
Really?
Did-
Adele?
Yeah.
No.
Is she like big?
Yeah. Was she, were you talking about like famous?
Yeah, famous.
Yeah, she is. I didn't know if you were talking about like, because she was like, she's lost a lot of weight. So I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't even know what she looks like.
But she's a very good singer. Yeah.
Yeah, size, and like here's a prime example of that. If y'all remember back in country music, nowadays, if you hadn't got the look of the GQ look, you probably won't get a record deal.
Yeah.
Because it boils down to sex sales, and that's all they're interested in now.
Right.
It doesn't matter your talent.
Yeah.
There have been a few that have defied that, but you go back to country music back in the 80s, up until probably about 92, 93, looks didn't matter. If you could sing, you got a record deal. John Conley.
And that's how it ought to be, I think.
Yeah, he wasn't going to ever sell blue jeans with a sexy button-down shirt, but that boy could sing.
Yeah.
Friday Night Blues. Who remembers that?
Well, who's looking at you when you're on the radio? Nobody.
But they
You
sure
know,
think it now.
Or when you've got a CD in or whatever. I mean, I just like to listen to somebody that has a good voice.
I remember me and Van Mack watched that change happen, and it kind of happened when the people that were on the rock and roll side started moving into the country music industry and deciding who got record deals, and that's really where it changed.
Yeah,
And it ain't-
I was just thinking the other day, like listening. Well, I had it on a country station on my radio, and I was just like, "This is not country. It's not country." And like you were talking about bro country, or
Yeah.
I don't know, where they do like it kind of sounds like rap mixed with country. It just blows my mind. It's just not country at all to me. I mean, I think of Merle Haggard and George Jones,
Yeah.
and
But there were warning
Strait.
signs, people. If y'all remember back, Kentucky Headhunters, who remembers that? And then not long after that, Exile decided they weren't rock and roll anymore, and they became country. And then that group, Black
Florida
Hawk.
Georgia Line's kind
Oh.
of pushing it too.
Yeah,
but
that's-
I mean,
Yeah, that's beyond. 1968, the #1 song in America, well, was this guy, and I think y'all know him, and you can't deny that he wasn't country. Johnny Cash.
yes.
Folsom Prison Blues. I'm glad I wasn't in the audience or anything, but that had to be an historic moment.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
The San Quentin, if you get into trivia with this, he did also a concert at San Quentin Prison, and you know who was in the audience there, don't you? That listened and wanted out of prison.
Was it
Merle Haggard.
Yeah.
Merle was in the audience of that. And Johnny was so big on the time, and I cannot remember the gentleman's name, of reform of prisons, that he helped get a guy out of prison that was a singer, got him a record deal. And then the guy, I don't know what they call that disease, to where once you get out, you want to go back in because you can't deal with reality. He went and robbed a liquor store and went right back, made Johnny look bad.
Oh, goodness.
But Johnny
So they do that? They do something on purpose to get thrown back in jail?
You know, if you go back and watch the Shamshock or Shame.
Shawshank.
Yeah, that word. You remember Brooks, who got out and he couldn't deal with the reality of being on the outside, and
Got thrown back in?
well, he hung himself.
Oh.
You don't remember that scene?
No, I don't remember that.
You did
I
watch
did.
it.
I've watched it several times, but I don't remember somebody hanging.
You know, the motel room that they'd all have to go to, the halfway house, and he carved his name in the wall there. It's sad that you're in prison for that long and then can't adjust to the regular life.
Right. But if you think about it, I mean, look how many things changed throughout the years. So you get out of prison, if you've been in prison like, say, 20 or 30 years, you get out and everything's changed. Nothing is like what you thought it was. It's kind of like being in a coma, and you come out of it and you're like, what in the world's going on?
At the end of the movie, when Morgan Freeman gets out and all the cars are there and he's not used to all of that because it wasn't that way when he went in. He'd been in there all his life.
Right.
But wow. 1969, I was like a few months old at this point, and well, this is what happened on this date. Neil Armstrong walked on the moon on this day back in 1969. Big day.
It is. It was a big day. Yes, it was. Today is the day that Jeff Bezos. Well, actually, I guess he's probably already around this time going on up.
I had the
said
live
around
feed
8:30.
up earlier.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think he was supposed to go up at 8:30.
What is the fascination with the millionaires wanting to do this?
I don't know. They said that they have launched this rocket like 15 times, and it's always been a success coming back down, but it's never had anybody in it. So, that kind of, and there's like 5 or 6 of them going, I think.
Yeah.
There's like a lady who is the oldest astronaut to ever go up. That's going with them. She always wanted to go up in space, but she never was able to, because back when she was doing it, they were just
test.
No, it was only men.
Oh, is that the reason?
She was like when she wanted to, when she was younger, So this was a great opportunity for her. There's an 18-year-old boy going up in it.
Really?
His dad's like a real, I think, rich man, and he paid. I don't know if he paid for him to go or whatever. I'm sure there was money somewhere.
But
and then Bezos and his brother both are going.
But now this flight, doesn't it just kind of really, just like the last one, kind of just skirt out of space, and you're not
Yeah,
really
they said
out
it's
of
like
space?
a 30-second weightless. Like they go up to where they're weightless for
And
like
then-
30 seconds, and then they come back down. And they're supposed to come back down. It's supposed to be a low impact, like when they land, because I think there's a parachute that is supposed to bring them back down. And let's hope everything goes smooth. We don't hear no tragedy or anything.
Glad it's them and not me.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
1973, and a lot of people were really into all this stuff back in 73. It's never been my forte in movies, but there are tons of people that love it. Bruce Lee passed away on this date back in 73, and of course that whole kung fu fighting stuff was huge.
What drove me crazy in these movies is their lips would move and then the words.
It didn't match ever, did it?
Right. Yeah, it was just like nothing ever. You could tell it wasn't them saying it.
And I don't remember the year, but if you think back, his son also died on the set of a movie making.
Jet Li.
Was that his name?
I think Jet. Wasn't that his son's name? Jet Li.
I just remember.
Maybe
the
I'm
son.
wrong. I don't know.
I just remember the son passing away also on a movie set.
Goodness.
So that happened on this date. Let's see what else went on. 1984, who could remember this? This was the scandal that really, for the first time as a nation, got rocked by something, and it was Vanessa Williams. She was asked to resign on this date.
She'd fit right in nowadays, probably.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be a common thing.
Yeah, it'd be like, come on over.
Do they, and I'm assuming that Miss America still doesn't allow.
You would hope not. I don't know what they allow, but there's a lot of things that are allowed nowadays that wouldn't have been even spoken of, back in this time, probably.
Ron Harper said they're already back. Everything went as planned. So that was a
good.
quick trip.
That really was. Goodness.
That's like a date that didn't work out so well.
I'm glad they're okay and safe.
Yeah. Brandon Lee was the name of Bruce's son.
Okay, Brandon. Who is Jet? Jet Li. Isn't there a Jet Li?
Jet lag. I've heard of that.
There was I swear there was a Jet Li, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Where'd I come up with that? I don't know. I had the weirdest dreams last night, though.
What were you dreaming?
I dreamed, I think
Did
it's
it-
because I
wait a
had to
minute,
go
wait a
through that water yesterday on the road. So I
Was
dreamed
John
I was
Denver
like
involved
stuck
in
in a
this?
river last night. Huh?
John Denver, was he involved in
No,
this?
he was not involved in this.
Go ahead with your dream then.
No, I dreamed. I told you. Okay, and my husband stole my pillow last night that I used. So I got in the bed and I have one pillow where normally I have 2 or 3 pillows, and I look over and he's on a stack of pillows, and I didn't want to wake him up, so I just let him have them.
Well,
but
weren't
then
you
I
sweet?
dreamed, I guess yesterday, since I was going through the water, and felt like I was going to be washed into the ditch from the flooding. I dreamed I'm in the river, and I had 4 pillows with me in the river, and they all got away from me, and I watched them float off down the river. Is that not crazy?
This is, you want me to interpret your dream?
Yeah, interpret my dream.
Go buy a new pillow today. That's the answer.
I don't need any more pillows. I got like 15 on my bed, and I'm not even kidding. It's crazy.
Angela Dungan says, you are right. There is an actor named Jet.
Jet Li.
But I don't, what kind of movies are they in?
I
Because
don't know.
that
My
is
stomach is growling this morning.
what you hungry for?
I'm starving to death. I don't know.
Bless you.
I'm trying to lose weight, so I ate a salad for supper last night.
That is just miserable. Diets are just un-American.
Well, you know what? I just got to fit in my clothes again.
In other news on this date, it was 2015 that I think America was kind of shocked by this.
Yeah.
I was. Blake Shelton and Miranda announced it's over. After they made such a big deal of being sweethearts, running around
Oh, yeah.
Oklahoma together, and you thought it would last forever. And we found out. And then just a short time later, he's hooked up with somebody else.
And they just got married.
That's
They
right.
just got married to Gwen Stefani, which I will admit I wouldn't have never thought that I would have put those two together, if you were trying to fix somebody up. But I think they do make a cute couple now. They seem to make a cute couple.
Yeah, and I don't know if we will ever really, really hear what caused that divorce. The original.
With he and Miranda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard rumors, and nobody that I would go, yeah, they know what they're talking about to me.
She's pretty feisty, though, don't you think?
I think she could win in a fight.
Some of these songs, she sang Gunpowder and Lead.
If there was a barroom brawl, I'd want Miranda on my side and
yeah.
not who's the new wife.
Gwen.
I mean, if we really want to make some money for charity, let these two wrestle. Jello
I don't
wrestling.
think there would be any,
I'd pay good money for it.
I don't think there would be any kind of comparison there.
Yeah, the right promoter just hadn't come up with that idea to
Yeah.
raise money for people. That would do it there.
Yeah, that
We
probably
did find out from Ryan Clark that Jet Li is a martial artist,
Okay.
artist. How do you say
Okay.
that? But he's not kin to them.
Okay.
Jet.
Well, I stand corrected.
But you
Thank
are up on your martial
well,
arts.
No, I just knew that he was like a martial art, maybe actor.
Did you drive around real loud with that song on? Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Yeah, I did. With Windows Rolled Down.
No, you only do that with Play That Funky Music, White Boy.
Yeah.
Who was that group, Wild Cherry, that sang that? That opening licks of the guitar, you can't help but turn that up and listen to that.
I think Brown Eyed Girl is a good song. You can. Yeah.
Do you like the original version, or are you more into the Jimmy Buffett version?
The old original version.
The original version. And I can't remember the guy's name that sang that originally. But
I don't know, but I've danced to it many times.
My Brown-Eyed Girl. That is a real good song.
I don't have brown eyes. I have green.
And the interesting thing that the
But I love
people,
the song.
what color do you got?
Green eyes. Greenish blue. I don't know. It depends.
Yeah, that my Green-Eyed Girl, it just doesn't
I know.
flow as well. So have you ever had a man write a song about you?
Not that I know of.
You sure that Jerry Reed? I won't.
Scotty Ray.
Well, there's a lot of great songs in this world, and sometimes it's just your. Do you and Kurt have like your magical little song there?
No, I don't
Okay,
think so.
me either. I couldn't think of a single song that would apply to that. But there's a lot of people with this love relation. And if you watch those, I don't want what you want to call that Hallmark channel, but made up life stories. They always have the little songs, and some
Yeah.
people are into
Yeah, they
that
do.
now.
I guess they do, but yeah,
Yeah, wasn't for me.
me either.
Let's talk about our friends out at the Precast Group. If you're looking for a way to make sure that your family is safe, they're there for you. They'll help you out there with a storm shelter. Very well constructed. These things weigh about 20,000 pounds, and you don't have to worry when you step inside about something happening to you and your family. You're going to be safe. They can do this in so many ways of delivering it and setting it up. If you're building your home before you move any further, have one of these installed. Very, very affordable. They'll bolt to the ground. You can build your house around it. Now, if you've already got your home built, don't worry about it. They can still set these right outside your home. You can even build a covered walkway out to it, however you want to do this. They're constructed very well. You can sink them in the ground, different models to choose from. Here's the one that is in the side of the hill. And you've said, I think you like those better yourself.
I do.
No way that something's going to grab you underground. See the Precast Group. They build many, many other things, but the things that made them famous is, of course, a storm shelter. See them. They're located right here in the Meridian area. Call them at 482-003. They'll take care of you and your family when it comes to a storm that is approaching.
When a semi-truck hit me, I had to survive. I promised a little girl I was going to read her a story the next time I saw her. My son called Richard Schwartz. He helped me every step of the way and got me the money we deserve.
I'm here for you. One call, that's all.
Okay, Candace has gone to thinking over here. What song did
I
you...
said, I think that Carrie Underwood song, maybe next time he'll think before he cheats, that could have been written about me.
So you'd go out with a baseball bat.
Maybe about several years and years back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
took a
thinking,
Louisville
huh?
Slugger to both head. Yeah, I could have done that at some point, several times.
Some folks get ferocious over that.
But I chose not to go to jail. So.
But, you know,
I'm picking.
But, you know, and you think about this, nowadays, most women would walk away, but you go back to the Loretta Lynn days when she wrote, "You're not woman enough to take my man," to where she was going to fight to keep her man. And I think that attitude has changed now. I'll get another one now. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, I will say I have gotten very mad several times where I could have done some damage if I wanted to. But I didn't. You know. I can't say that wasn't a threat. Y'all are gonna think I'm crazy. Really, I'm not.
Mona Kinney said the name of the song, the person who sang "Brown Eyed Girl" first was Van Morrison.
Okay.
It was. I couldn't think
I
of.
love that song though. I really
It's
do.
catchy.
It's a great song to dance to if there's band or something.
You know the words to it?
I mean, well, Brown
I
Eyed
don't.
Girl.
Well, you know, there's more to it than just Brown Eyed Girl. I remember the line of, "Do you remember when?" Yeah, you're not helping me any here.
La 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 la. Look, I'm serious though. It is a very good song to dance to.
Okay, now
That
we know.
along with "Sweet Home Alabama."
Oh,
Love
can't
that
beat
song. Yeah.
That really should be the anthem of the South is "Sweet Home Alabama," not just Alabama. That song is just too good.
Yes.
I mentioned in the headlines there of rude people, and there are rude people in this world.
There are.
And Daily Mail ran a story on this, and they've got a few pictures here of people just being absolutely rude. You ever seen somebody pour concrete?
Yeah, I have seen.
That's
some
a lot of hard work goes into it. Here's a
And
driver
they take that time just to smooth it out
what this
really,
guy
really
done.
good. Yeah. I wonder if he knew that it was poured concrete or did he think it was mud maybe?
I would think you would, but maybe not in that case.
Yeah.
Well, here's some kids, and this goes back to parents of when you take your kids to the store. Look at this picture.
Okay. Did this look like that before they got there?
No.
Or, this could be a Hudson's somewhere.
That's a mess. I guess it could be a Hudson's.
Have you ever been in like
That
one of these
does look-
stores and you're thinking, oh
What
my
happened?
gosh, I hate it when stores are like this, but some people just don't care. Like, it could be a child that's come through and wrecked the place,
But
know?
I'm not going to dig through something like that to
No,
find it.
no.
It just doesn't interest me. I want it organized, as you say.
But I do like to go to places like that where you can find little bargains
Little
and stuff
bargains?
like that. But yeah, I would never let my kids wreck a place. But there are parents that,
Stand back, let them go.
yeah. And
Here's a guy, and this is just rude to somebody that is waiting on you in a restaurant. Look at this. This is what this guy done. Dropped all his ketchup wrappers and threw them on the floor and candy wrappers. You don't do that. That is beyond rude. Naughty, naughty.
Yeah, did he think he was where's the place that has the peanuts where you throw the holes on the floor?
Yeah, that would be one of those
Is that
steakhouses.
Logan's?
Logan's
Is that-
used
who
to
does
do
that?
it.
They used to do that. Yeah. I could never bring myself, y'all, to
sweep
throw
it?
them on the floor. I just couldn't do it. I'm like, I'm not doing that. And somebody said, that's what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, I ain't doing it. I would put them in a little pile on the table and then rake them into my hand and put them over there.
And a little
I
plate.
couldn't throw them on the floor. I just, that goes.
You're too clean.
I don't know.
Well, it's called neatness. Is what you just can't have.
I'm like, that could be like a liability. What if somebody slipped down on this?
I remember the first time I ever went to one of those restaurants, I was like, "Do what?"
I know. Yeah.
And then when David Allen Coe would come on, You Never Call Me by My Name, all the waitresses got together and they danced, done the line dance on the counter. Okay, maybe you never been there.
No, I haven't been there.
think
But I just listened to you. And
I think it was a Texas Roadhouse Steakhouse. I think
Okay.
is where it was, and I was like, "Whoa!"
was that a video or something?
No. I mean,
It actually
they jump up on the counter on the bar and they all dance that and sing that song.
Okay. Now I know that movie Coyote Ugly. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Okay, where they
Leanne Rimes, wasn't it?
I don't know about Leanne Rimes, but they get up on the bar and dance and stuff. These women do. I don't know.
Or maybe that was Coyote Ugly. Is that the same movie?
Coyote Ugly is.
I
What
think she
the
either
name
had a
of the-
song in it or something. She was
She could have
connected.
had a video that maybe had to do with the movie. I don't know.
If you go into a store and you try on dresses and you leave it looking like this is beyond rude, they say.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who, if I'm in a department store and stuff's laying on the floor, I pick it up and hang it up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just courtesy. Why would people just walk over it? They push a buggy and just run right over it. They don't care. People.
Charlene Gaddy says that she was in it, Leanne
Okay.
Rimes.
Okay. I
thought
couldn't
so,
remember she
but-
was in.
Let's see here. Also, Texas Roadhouse is where they do the dance there on the bar there. They used to. That everything could have changed after the pandemic.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
see here. So what do you do when the woman is man enough to take your woman? It's a scrap.
Yeah, I guess so.
Good question there. Other rude pictures. Here's one that somebody went into a pet store and they had their dog with them and they raked it across it and hung it back up on the shelf.
What, just to see if it works?
Yeah.
Looks like that don't look like dog hair to me. Well, I guess it does.
So
I was gonna say surely she didn't brush her own hair with it and stick it up there.
things you shouldn't do. Here's a picture that they posted here, and this is one of those things in London, I think, is what they're showing from Daily Mail here, of where two kids took a handicap seat to where the handicapped person can't sit down. That's rude. Same thing here locally of taking parking places.
Right.
If you deliver packages, this is not good to do
Yeah, I would be ill right there if that happened. My petunias.
because it takes
I
a
sat
long.
that right in the middle of it because every one of those, you pick that box up, they'll probably fall right off. They're broke. You can forget it.
I have never in my life witnessed this, but apparently I've seen it all in this picture here. And this is it. Somebody that's digging for something on the shelf takes 2 loaves of bread and puts under their knees so they don't have to put their knees on the ground in the store. That's beyond rude.
That is crazy. People are lost their mind.
It is. Let's see here. There was some other. Oh, yeah. There's one of don't show up to a funeral wearing your bikini.
Surely somebody photoshopped her in there.
Let's hope so. But that is one of the examples that they use there.
Or is she sitting on the beach and they're dumping ashes or something?
Right.
Yeah, the people from the funeral came to dump ashes. Just happened to
Maybe.
get the bikini
Maybe there's an
lady in.
explanation that we
Yeah,
don't see there.
surely not. I don't know.
And this is one of those rude things beyond rude of handicap, of parking too close and they can't get in with their wheelchair.
Right, right.
It's,
Yeah, there's a reason for those lines
That's
right
right.
there. That means don't park on them. But
and here's one last thing, because during the wintertime, it is cold. Remember this. This is somebody that's on their cell phone at a door entrance, where they open automatically.
and they're just staying open because the sensor senses her there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And letting all the cold air freeze and everybody else. So use a little common sense is what that's all about.
Yeah. I think common sense is kind of flown out the window in a lot of cases.
And Denise Burnside gets the big funny for the day where she says, is it rude to take your girlfriend to your wife's funeral?
Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah.
What
That
was
would
it?
be bad.
I guess you never heard that song, Today My Wife Met My Girlfriend.
No, I haven't.
It was funny. Way back when, of some of the songs that you got in radio back years ago. So the Lauderdale County Farm Supply is open today, and of course they've got a lot going on. They've had the doors open since 7:30 this morning. I'll say 73 since 7:30 this morning. And if you've got that problem, and me and you talked about this the other day of flies,
Yes.
there are so many this year.
Yes, there is. And I'm so sick of them. Every time I open the door at home, like 5 fly in.
Yeah.
They just sit there and wait.
They're waiting on Candace to
Yeah,
jump
they
on her
do.
shoulder.
They do.
Well, here's your solution. They've got all types of spray that they can put out to take care of those, from the ribbon to the fly trap. All of this here for you. Talk to them when you go on the door to counter there. They'll direct you in the right place to take care of your flies. From T-shirts to jeans, if you need an overalls, they've got that. And, of course, a lot of pine straw to still take care of your plants and grass, as you do need it, because, well, you don't have to spend a lot on water this year.
Right.
You can chunk it out and probably do anything you want with it, and it'll grow this year.
I'm sure it will. I need some at my house.
Oh, that's right. If you need hanging plants, they've got plenty of these as we look at all these for your front porch, and pet supplies. If you need bones, any of this stuff for your pets, talk to them. They'll get you fixed up with that. From taking care of your sprays to ants and all of these good things there, they've got that for you. With those cookers, we've got a lot of that, and safety toe steel boots. If you need a work boot, they've got plenty of them to choose from. The Georgia boot and a whole lot more. Triple clean corn. Yep, you'll need some wheat before long as we get ready for deer season. Not that far off. Now, guns, ammo, a whole lot more, all at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. See them today.
My dad was a farmer. My granddaddy, too. I was always pretty proud of that. When my truck was hit by a company vehicle, I thought I was going to have to sell the farm. Thanks to Richard Schwartz, I didn't have to.
I'm here for you. One call, that's all.
Now, they're saying in headline news today that a sixth Democrat that left the state of Texas has come down with COVID. Now, and I mentioned this morning. There was somebody that said, well, if you really got it, we want to know. They were saying, is this a ploy to keep out of the state longer to where they don't have to go back and vote?
I would hope not, but yeah,
would
we
too.
did talk about that. I mean, to me, it could be, I wouldn't put anything past them. Because if you're going to do what they did and leave to try to,
We hope we
alter the
really,
vote.
truly hope they get better. And
yeah, I do hope that anybody who's sick gets better. I do. I don't wish sickness on anybody. I don't care if it's my worst enemy. I just don't.
This
But-
caught my eye about this whole situation here
Yeah.
of how the media paints things. The headline in front of me says, the sixth runaway Texas Democrat tests positive for COVID after packing onto a $100,000 private jet.
Without masks.
All right, let's think about what they just said there. I don't know how much flying that you've done on private planes, but a $100,000 jet is nothing. I don't want to get on it. An actual plane that is any good is going to cost millions. And if they're getting onto one that hauls chickens at $100,000, I don't want on it.
Right.
They're just trying to paint a picture, the media, the way it does. So there you go. We talked about the Ben and Jerry's ice cream thing.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Kamala Harris, or Kamala, whatever her name is, that they sent her straight to Walter Reed because, she was exposed.
Oh.
They were around her. So they sent her straight to is it Walter Reed Hospital?
Walter Reed Hospital.
Okay,
yes.
yeah, where President Trump was trying to get better from coronavirus, although everybody kind of
So
know,
she's
kinda-
been to check and be tested at least.
well, yeah, they sent her there, after they found this out because they had been in contact with her.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And also quickly, I'll bring this up. The Law and Order, or did we talk about this yesterday? I know me and you mentioned it to each other, but Law and Order, one of the stars on there, a guy named Isaiah Stokes. He's 41. He's been accused of murder over a woman.
Yeah, we did talk
Yeah,
about
we
that.
did talk
yesterday.
about that?
Yeah, we did talk about that, but we were you hear about this a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you really do. I hate that the man has now ruined his life.
Yeah.
And of course somebody else's by killing someone, and their family members, have to deal with that.
And we want to remind you, don't forget about taking the kids out tonight to Northcrest Baptist Church down in the lower parking lot. They're going to have the truck touch.
Yeah.
Touch a truck is what it's called.
That's right.
And they'll begin that at 5:30, and it will last for about 2 hours there until 7:30. So you can go up and take the kids out and let them get to see this.
I think it's going to be neat. Alden would love it. So I think we need to. And also, don't forget about the Brookdale Senior Living Family Night Carnival, which is Thursday night, July the 22nd from 4:30 to 6:30. You can call 601-483-4566 to find out more about that.
And one last emergency that has happened, and this happened from the capital of Florida. It's a tragedy, and we need to show a picture, and this happened, and there's just no way around it. As we quickly go to this, the bra line at the Floribama has broken. I don't know if anybody has seen this yet.
I saw that yesterday, and I can't help but think these kids that are standing around at the Floribama, when did we start taking kids to the Floribama?
I know.
I've been to Floribama. I wouldn't take my kid to the Floribama.
Right.
I don't think at any time of the day because you never know what you're going to see
At the Floribama.
Floribama.
But that's headlines this morning.
Yeah.
So I guess they're quickly trying to hang the bras back up this morning.
Yeah, they are.
Thank y'all for dropping by and spending some time with us today. Candace is off, and I'll see you back tomorrow morning bright and early here.
Y'all have a blessed day.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by